Oh,
Perhaps, yeah, Jug is the last pick, and the carry has been picked, yeah.
It's a lot of melee heroes that
can just Blade Fury TP, but well, top lane, we're going to see the bash come through with the cookie from Jin-Q, and Yuragi already very low, but Seb is hooked up. Concoction coming from the roaming Alchemist, and Faith Beyond looking to finish this off with another crush. Yuragi still getting regen, but this looks to be first blood going the way of PSG LGD. Decent amount of farm from it. Obviously could get ruptured now, but there's not going to be that much backup, looks like. As top lane, Seb takes a tumble via Y again, but the zip in from BZM is going to get stunned immediately thanks to the Rolling Thunder. But Jin-Q, one more right click will do it, and they find it as Yuragi takes him out. But with that Corrosive Haze, he has to be very careful, especially with the Io still dead. Concoction is there, he's going to pop the ult a little bit prematurely, loses control of his hero, so it's going to continue to chase. Nothing to say. We'll see if they try to turn this around as another Corrosive Haze comes. Gets the Whirling Axes off. Now nothing to say, has to be very careful. And the Concoction not going to come out in time to save his life. But we'll go off anyway, but a nice turnaround here from OG as they're going to find 2 and lose none. Unless you count Seb dying before that fight even started.
The comeback, is it like they're waiting for a specific item or just camp a ward opportunity sort of thing?
Well, Jin-Q getting gone up, but the TP comes in from nothing to say. Looks like Jin-Q will die anyway. The Rupture applied, though, at the same time. Nothing to say with that ult. Trying to focus on BZM for the time being. I don't think they're going to be able to take him out as the nice relocate comes out. Now Yuragi doing some damage to Faith Beyond, but only the Snapfire kill to start this overall fight. But you can see another zip in as he gets full on mana now for BZM, trying to get up onto Faith Beyond. Blade Fury is there, but the Blood Right just clipping him, so that should lead to another kill going the way of OG. Nice hand of God keeping his team alive, but now nothing to say, left without any mana or any way to get out. And that's another death in favor of OG. Even the Troll ult being expended just to survive through the Jin-Q ult. And this is going to be another death for him if they end up getting another slow, which they will. And Ame, the last remaining member of PSG LGD, all he can do is walk away as another tier 1 goes the way of OG.
Shot, and we printed it out at the hotel printer.
Nice.
It's just papered all over our wall. Looks like a serial killer room.
That's good.
Yeah, Jenkins really likes serial killers. There's nothing to say is ruptured. He's just going to die inside his own role. Can't really do too much about that. And now Jin-Q looks to be next. So BZM continuing his killing spree. Ame gets off the Omni Slash, but he's not able to find the kill onto Taiga. Has his Blade Fury still to try to get away. And you can see why. Getting off that Concoction, try to slow this down, but BZM able to dodge that quite easily. And that's a double kill for him as PSG LGD are just crumbling.
Yeah, unfightable OG is, and how much they're dominating the map.
Oh boy.
They actually haven't been gaining gold recently.
Yeah, Concoction on yourself, that's when you truly feel pathetic. There's nothing you can do. And onto the high ground they go. Still 40 seconds on the Aegis, so BZM can really expend all that mana if he wants to. And you can see Troll Warlord, Yuragi, just beating down these towers like they're nothing. And PSG LGD, are they just going to give this up? I mean, they can't go for more than 1, so this is probably okay-ish, or the best you can ask for, not to just give this up and live. But BZM and company want to continue the fight. Blood Right connects, and the last right click is there as Jin-Q takes a tumble. Nothing to say, gets his ult off, but there's absolutely no follow-up. And OG, now that the Aegis is expiring in 6 seconds, will likely just back off here and go for some tier 2s.
This?
No.
Okay, I see.
Maybe after draft I could see it, because I don't understand the Alchemist 5. I mean, I just tend to trust the director is the thing, you know?
Yeah, well, the initiation is here, and look at that damage on Faith Beyond. He absolutely melts, and Ame finally comes and gets the Omni Slash, but a lot of the illusions and the creeps are just tanking it. The Blade Fury to follow, but I don't believe he has a shard, so it's not really doing that much damage. Buyback from Faith Beyond, nothing to say, able to get off a nice ult. Several stuns, but again, not a whole lot of follow-up as Y will just be stunning an illusion. And now OG going to try to re-aggress, knowing that they don't have many things off cooldown now. And the focus is on Ame, and another kill for OG as they're looking to take this game, and they do. GG is called, and this was truly a shellacking in favor of OG.
Quinn, what sort of shellacking tier would you say that you think this was?
Now remind me the tiers.
Well, that's a lot to go through.
That's a lot, okay.
Yeah, definitely
well,
Gaben
we
level.
can, okay, it's a Gaben level.
Gaben
you know the
level.
Gaben tiers?
Uh-huh.
We start with just Gaben. Then we have Gaben's mustache. Then we have Gaben's top hat. And then one that's never been given out because, well, this will still not be, is Gaben's umbrella, which
they focus on the off lane. They do manage the... Okay, so is this... yeah, that's a 5 Viper.
Okay, that makes the lane a little easier, but he can die quite quickly if tossed back by the Tiny. You have to be really hot on your positioning in this lane.
Because there are heroes that Pudge is not very good against, besides the puck.
There's Amar, right-click battle. The hook comes in from Nothing to Say. And some damage being done to Amar, and you can see why with that support Viper getting out the poison attacks. Will this lead to a kill? Looks like indeed it will. Who gets the first blood? Trying to give it to Nothing to Say. One more right-click does it, and that is beautiful for the mid laner.
Yeah, puck counter. I can't say exactly what it is, but in fights, it does feel like you can pretty easily kill a puck, and puck coiling you does nothing.
Yep, why? He's dead, but will Amar be the trade? One more right-click will do it from Ame, and he finds him. So 1 for 1, but favoring PSG LGD as the Viper is the support.
At low ground, it's like kind of the Z-axis. Yeah, the Z-axis is a bit of a problem, so that happens.
It's like that with Pango too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yuragi getting some help thanks to the Echo Stomp from Seb. Allows Yuragi to kind of reset here. And Seb with that extra damage, trying to use it to his advantage, but instead he's just going to get disposed and disposed of. Going to be the standard item opening for him. And top lane, okay, they get a very valuable kill onto Yuragi. And, I mean, how is this lane going? There's a lot of back and forth, it feels like.
Boots, no null, no anything like this, because you kind of want the damage against Pudge. So the downside of that is he's not going to have this boots early to rotate top, and it's possible he's low on regen, because, you know, Robo Magic doesn't give you any regen, not buying Raindrop.
Oh, trying to contest the rune. Taiga gets off the nice avalanche and toss, and BZM takes it. And now that's going to turn into a kill into Nothing to Say. Absolutely punished. Beautiful TP from Taiga.
Boots into BKB. This game, BKB is kind of crap, so probably won't buy it first item. I could definitely see the Vanguard. But even Vanguard, they have the Slaughter amp, and they have quite a bit of magic damage, so it's like not that easy for him to itemize in like some super, you know, like ideal way.
Yep, the crush onto Y, Nothing to Say. Now has his hook back as Taiga finds himself inside that disgusting rot. Along with the right clicks from Y, that is a beautiful combination, and Nothing to Say. Second stack of Flesh Heap.
Rune fight coming. It looks like they're actually going to sack the rune and instead attack this top tower.
Yep, Seb initiated on. Dispose. They don't even need to bother dismembering. So another stack of Flesh Heap for Nothing to Say, who's off to a very good start. So has his Phase Boots full wand, and now 800 into the Blink Dagger. Like
this build is, he's going to AFK farm for a while, but he's going to get the Witchblade very fast. So there will come a point where suddenly his damage just has this massive spike. And OG, despite being down some gold maybe, or some tempo, will have a lot of kill threat.
Avatos, but an instant TP coming from Nothing to Say. It's going to be a little late because of the long TP time. Potentially looking to break the smoke, but Faith Beyond would be a big, big kill.
Wow, that was
really
it
is broken on the high ground, so yeah, not going to find the space. In fact, they're going to get hurricaned by the Wild Wing, but Yuragi is here to try to help out. Jin Q. He's going to get off the dispose, and here comes the first haunt of the game into a roar. So PSG LGD kind of turn this around, flip-flop what OG wanted to try and accomplish.
Setting up bottom for the Slaughter kill. I think they may get it.
Yeah, Amar. Still no ult coming out from Y, but gets off the crush. It's really not going to matter. He is slowed to an absolute crawl, so Nothing to Say again with a kill.
Line before the major. Let's just buy a Midas on our carry as well.
Yep, it's definitely worked out for some teams, and others not so much. Nothing to Say, looking to blink reveal. Smoke is going to be popped. Instant dismember, but the stuns are coming. Nice avalanche coming out. And Nothing to Say actually drops right off the bat as nice TPs coming in from OG. They're only going to lose their support Tiny for now, as Seb looks like he's walking away, but the coil expended onto 2, but the instant roar to try to counteract this, and this is going to get punished potentially onto the puck, and down goes BZM. Speed. Going to get some damage on the tier 1 tower, but Faith Beyond trying to defend, and we can see Nothing to Say coming in on that Puthka with the blink hook. Beautifully done, but the avalanche cancels the dismember, and Nothing to Say going to get crushed now as the Faith Beyond Wild Axe is continuing to stack, so Yuragi has to be a bit careful. And even Ame's come to play. The right clicks from Innocence, but another blink in from Nothing to Say. Instant bash from Amar, but Amar's the one that dies this time. Hook not connecting this time, as now they turn their sights to the tier 1, as suddenly this game has just gotten super action-packed.
Yeah, this blink is actually owning. I didn't realize he just doesn't take any damage with the stupid Flesh Heap spell. He just blinks on them and he's invincible.
And Taiga stuck on the wrong side here. He's going to get disposed by Jin Q as Innocence kind of sticking to the high ground. He's going to get sprouted as Taiga looks to be a free kill for PSG LGD. But you can see Innocence holding his own ground against most of OG, as Roshan actually is the one that takes out Taiga. But PSG LGD still going to be happy with this overall exchange.
Trampled, like you get jumped one time and obliterated, and the map can sort of fall apart.
Dire are scanning.
We're going to see a smoke from OG. They're going to find Jin Q to start. The Avatos is there, but the hook save. Obviously nothing to say, can't do too much more as Jin Q gets off the rebound, but that last right click is enough to take him out in the end. But the turnaround now to BZM with the Dismember. Avalanche will try to cancel it. Illusory Orb is out, but he's taken too much damage and will fall as a result as Taiga just trying to toss that fat, juicy Pudge away. He'll be successful for the time being in keeping himself alive, but a roar from Faith Beyond and another death, it looks like, for Yuragi.
This flesh heap, man.
Nice Avalanche again, but it's still double kill for Y as Taiga. He's the one running, still an earn charge on him.
Dagger coming up.
Yep, Dagger's there. Avalanche is going to be up in 1 second. One more axes, and that, with that earn charge, will be enough as, again, PSG LGD getting a great exchange. Very important there.
Super Dom has been acquired.
Oh, we got the Blink Dismember, but the instant cancel again. Taiga with the quick fingers. Gets the toss off as well, but he's slowed to a crawl. This will likely be the death of him, trying to deny himself to the tomatoes. But the dispose was there in time.
Heroes.
Oh, Bamar and company, their smoke is broken by Jin Q. BZM gets off the nice coil and Waning Rift onto 2, though. Nicely done from OG as they just take them out swiftly. Just like that, it's a 5v3, but you can see PSG LGD still want to fight as Amar gets initiated on. Most of the Dismember damage was done with the Rot combination, and that is 1 death for OG now. As Taiga attempting to run away, but nothing to say with this haste rune. Not much you can do against that. So despite being down in numbers, LGD able to even up the fight.
He went the plus armor talent.
Really?
Yeah, usually you go the 16% rot slow just because when you get the Ags, but I guess he has good disable on the other
Not the
hero.
Dismember. BZM is just, phase shift. Can he blink out of this? But the axes are there as well, so nice shot from LGD covering all bases as Jin Q. He's going to get gone on, but here comes the Shadow Step, and Ame is going to try to turn it around with the help of Jin Q, and that turns into a triple kill for Ame.
Those were the days.
Were they, though? He was actually worse back then.
He was worse. That's
A lot worse.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have the jump, but a Manta style taking out the Silence, and a mass TP from LGD. Has nothing to say. He's going to miss the hook, but the rebound is there from Jin Q and the toss, so LGD, they only get 1, and it's a support.
Yes, on point.
I mean, the Spectre one's pretty decent. You get that free Spectral Dagger every, is it 7 seconds or something? But here's the jump from OG, and another bash to come. Ame is just dead. So that is an Aegis already off cooldown. And you can see the rest of PSG LGD are not even remotely close as the Elder Titan ult just deletes him. And Seb, his high five will not be reciprocated because
We'll close the map out again, but Puck does have these bots. They have Furion. They're going to rat the Silence, and they're not going to make it easy for LGD.
But Seb takes a tumble. He's still working on that Ags.
Is under attack.
1,500 away from it, in fact.
He's going for Ags.
Just the
That's a 5.
shard. Yeah, talk to me
Chad.
about that. You might have to hold that thought, Jenkins. Thank you for looking right at me. As the Haunted actually expended as Amar attempting to TP out, but the Roar keeps him in place. And LGD find another in the form of Taiga. So 3 pickoffs across the map as LGD look to be taking firm control of this game.
Future, they have insane pickoff. Which he is smoked right now.
Base route available, nothing to say. He's going to try to take it. He's going to get Avatos for his trouble, though. Pops the BKB, trying to go for the Dismember, but again, Seb's ult is a lot of damage.
He had a haste, too. He
Might get chucked.
Yeah, he could get chucked out of it, which would be an issue. And what you see, he's going to be brought back into the puddle. The Roar is there, and yeah, he's tanky, but PSG LGD just do 1,000,000 damage. Oh, Coil misses from BZM. He's going to have to hightail out as a result. Nothing to say, jumps in, knowing that this is on cooldown now. Seb is mega dead. Gets off his ult, but really to not much avail. Another hook. Oh, Yuragi somehow able to sidestep that. Taiga not going to be so lucky, though. That's 2 quick kills there for LGD. And
Everyone is evasive as the Puck.
yep, Taiga looking to go for the outpost, but he's going to die instead. 10K lead for PSG LGD. Nothing to say, still smoked up, so could go for this kill. He's going to go in with Actually, the Lincoln Sphere was there for BZM, so Dismember will be canceled, but still a lot of damage coming out from Nothing to Say, and they're going to clean up Seb quite easily, but at the very least for OG, they don't lose BZM. Although Yuragi's getting bashed in his own base with the Manta style and so much damage coming out from the Desolate, this might be GG territory as PSG LGD absolutely crushing in game number 2. 37-12 scoreline, and this was a great performance from basically everybody in LGD. Started with the Putka, of course.
Did we just witness another shellacking? Was this a backwards shellacking?
I don't think that.
The same thing. What do we pick against that?
Just a casual alchemist for them instead then.
I do like it. I think it's hard for OG with like Morphling and a slow Viper to invade his jungle that well. Like he should be able to get his IM timings.
Morphling is not too happy against.
Avalanche from Jin Q to secure the bounty rune in the top river.
I feel like with Morph, does he? He does not have jump. He has Dispose.
Poison Touch is reapplying over and over and over, so this looks to be first blood. One more right click, he's going to pop the Fairy Fire in the trees, he gets the Dispose off, and why not wanting to take first blood for himself? Obviously, Ame would be the better choice, but they don't have a choice this time around. Either way, the BZM playing the mid-coddle. As Seb actually blocked in by his own fissure, the Avalanche keeps him in place as well. Big static link from Faith Beyond. Seb trying to limp away as Amar, right-clicking Faith Beyond to a high. I mean, he might be able to get this kill if he just stands his ground. Indeed, he does. Now Jin Q kind of stuck between a Viper and a Rock, and it looks like he is dead as well. So 2 kills for OG in the laning stage. Ends up dropping to Yuragi. So that's a little bit of a surprising match. I mean, this is a Morphling and Marcy lane like you talked about, as Ame getting harassed out. He gets disposed back into the wave as well, puts down his acid spray, but he drops in addition. And Yuragi just strength gaining back up to a respectable amount of HP. And
Camp stack, he got about half of it. TP's back to tower.
Why? He's going to get disposed, and a big shadow wave comes out, but still going to be the death of him. It might be the trade, though. So LGD's able to get something out of this lane, I guess, but still. OG very favorable overall as Faith Beyond. Amar gets tossed back into the fray. He might just right-click again to find this kill, and he's going to get it a little bit later as Seb finds the kill on Faith Beyond game.
I feel like it's a good game for just because, like the panel was mentioning, there's not much to contest the Alk as top lane.
Seb might be dead. Toss finishes him off. Faith Beyond can take some poison attack stacks from Amar with that Nether Toxin in addition. Already at half HP, gets off the plasma field, has TP now, but might be just resigned to his own death. So Amar, another kill goes the way of OG in this lane.
Level 5. That is...
I mean, obviously some of those are jungle creeps, but still. And then mid lane. You see Nothing to Say with his Rolling Thunder. The wall is going to be pretty annoying, but he's trying to use it to his advantage to take out Seb at the very least. And Faith Beyond with the static link should be able to ensure that one. As Amar looks to be fine, as Jin Q ticking away, but lives on just 20 HP.
Every game, the bots are coming up, probably has them very soon.
He's got them already.
Yeah, the TPs are going to start coming out pretty soon.
There he is.
And it'll be a
Rebound disposed back into the creep wave as BZM is here with a big Illuminate, but a nice grave comes out from Y. Do they have enough to finish off Ame? You can see BZM just so speedy. Yuragi not able to find the distance, but another Illuminate just clips Ame. And that is a big kill for OG, as now they can potentially just finish out this lane with Y being that second kill.
Yeah.
These heroes, if they weren't so far ahead, they'd be a little bad at contesting Alk, but they're huge.
Oh, we have another fissure coming out. Nothing to Say has to use the shield crash to get to the other side, but a nice toss brings Amar back into the arms of PSG LGD, which is going to be their biggest pickup so far in this game, it feels.
Tiny toss, it's like these are not really like assassinate spells. They're more like initiations, you know, so it's going to take some high skill.
Yep, as the gank attempt onto Ame, he's outnumbered. He gets off the Chemical Rage, but the burst damage is way too much. And they lose Seb on the other side of the map, but again, favorable trade for OG as this Alchemist of his team being around.
They do know Amar's here because the courier came into the trees. They saw with the ward.
Yep, as mid lane, looks like Jin Q going to get disposed under his own tier 1, and BZM is just all over the place. How many kills is that for him now?
3-0-2. And
So
he almost has the
involved in
vessel.
5 kills so far.
100 gold, he's got the vessel.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And they just smoke up immediately, and Y might be the recipient of this smoke gank. He's going to get blinding lit to the other side of the fissure. Maybe not exactly what they were looking for. Is Ame. Okay, beautiful Rolling Thunder from Nothing to Say. And BZM's just dead. That's worth a lot of money. But Faith Beyond coming in is getting bursted down by Yuragi as Seb with the Echo Slam coming out. but it's not enough for him to get away as Yuragi still with that sidekick, turns into Razor, gets off that plasma field as well as the focus is on Taiga, but he gets a big rebound out to safety. Yuragi trying to save his teammate, double kill for nothing to say, and now it's a 1v3 for Yuragi. Not sure if he can find anybody after the fact.
That was really impressive from LGD.
Then into the BKB.
Yep, he's finished with the D-Lance, so he's pretty damn strong right
rebound
now.
onto Jin Q, so gonna get some retribution for taking that bounty rune. The insolence from Jin Q.
Auto ult, so
That's a nice term. I like that.
when you see this dazzle, it's just like, you over there, yeah, you're orchided.
Oh, Amar, he's going to get some speed boost thanks to the rebound, but he's not going to outchase nothing to say with that diffusal blade. The inhibit comes out, and he's going to get stun locked on the stairway. And nothing to say gets credit for this one.
LGD just playing for their timings because contesting that is just very, very risky.
Yeah. As we see Shard now online for Seb, who's actually going for a 4-step instead of the blink next. The Fissure actually blocking off most of his team, but the rebound back in. Early Graves saving nothing to say for the time being, but the Echo Slam keeps 2 in place, and that means 2 are dead in favor of OG. And they're going to find yet another as Yuragi turns into Tiny. Another toss to work with. Double kill for BZM as OG with this Aegis advantage winning this fight handily.
Swashed a little bit aggressively, and once you swash forward like that against this Orchid, it's a problem.
Yep, Taiga, he might be the collateral. Faith Beyond forced to pop his BKB, trying to man fight against Yuragi, but again, this is just the Aegis, and now Faith Beyond basically in enemy lines, despite this being his own triangle, trying to get BZM, but it's not going to happen. So the domino effect continues as LGD fall. One was Razor. When he got that refresher, they turned that game around real fast as Seb, invisible, blocking the smoke, gets off the Echo Slam, but he gets bashed up. And he's going to be brought down very swiftly by Faith Beyond, pops that BKB. Rolling Thunder's coming in from nothing to say. So 1-for-1 supports right now as BZM. We'll watch nothing to say, just TP out inside that ult for him. So
and you can see LGD, like, they're just looking for it constantly. They're like always trying to be ready, but they're just not getting the opportunity.
And OG scanned this out, so they know this could be a thing here as Seb, a little bit late on the Fissure as Amar has to BKB TP. He's fine. Seb might not be too much, as nothing to say, stuck inside the wall. Gets off the Blink Dagger, so that is, again, just a support kill, not the biggest deal. And OG.
How the fights go depends on Xinkyu and nothing to say, being really ready and crispy with these jumps.
Avatos, but the instant Orchid onto the Tiny as Seb 4 steps to safety, and the Viper Strike's actually going to slow Faith Beyond down enough for Seb to survive, but now they're going to TP out, or trying to, but Faith Beyond's BKB ends right at the right moment as the Fissure ends up canceling the TP. Double kill for Seb of all heroes, and now Y looks to be next on the list. The fact that Seb survived and go full Agi and right-click away. Now with the minus armor and poison attack damage from Amar, it's going to be even faster. Xinkyu jumps in with the Avatos, but Amar, instant BKB. Ame trying to focus down BZM. He'll be successful, so dead Caudle right off the bat in favor of LGD. And Amar looks to be next, and nobody actually dying in this engagement for LGD.
Ward down 2. They see everything.
I'm just focusing on the barracks, but you can see they relocate poor Yuragi into the enemy lines, but he's able to wave for him to safety. Has nothing to say. Already with that ult coming out, Amar has to pop his BKB, standing his ground. Could try to finish this Rax, and that's exactly what he'll do. And we'll tick out eventually to that poison attack, but now that the BKB's down, he's going to get tossed back into the fray. But Yuragi comes in, deleting heroes left, right, and center. But a nice grave coming out from Y on himself, and the Aegis is down. Y able to rebound to safety. But Ame, I mean, if that Spirit Vessel applied, he's not going to regen too much despite having the Chemical Rage. He's getting stun locked. And Seb actually jumps into his death as Morphling dead. 70 seconds of no Yuragi. Double kill for Ame. Bash coming out from nothing to say, attempting to continue this chase on the BZM, who just recently popped his BKB.
Maybe this
So he
one
is
hits.
super fast.
Oh, doesn't it?
Gonna get off.
Oh, he hit him.
Yep, he hit him in the trees,
No
but
bash.
he's gonna TP out there.
He's so lucky that that didn't bash. So lucky. Straight up fight.
Oh, Ame already has a concoct coming off. Trying to focus on Amar, but he's already at half HP. They have to be careful. Can't even pop his ult yet. Gets off the BKB finally, trying to regen through, and he just chops down Taiga. But he's the one that's low. Finally, the grave comes out as Yuragi. He's going to get deleted. 80 seconds of no Morphling. And now Amar looks to be next on the list. Double kill for Faith Beyond.
LGD's
And that's
so good.
4 dead from OG with the buyback on Marcy.
Dude, that was insane.
They see BZM.
BZM in the trees.
He's gonna get him.
the toss from Jin Q. He does, along with the swash, as he actually gets off his BKB, but he just right-clicked down very casually from nothing to say. So a full team wipe. And LGD smoking up.
They're trying to get them on these
The
37-minute
OG
items.
side. Yeah, Piragi able to wait for him away, but a beautiful double avalanche, which forces the double BKB from OG. Rolling Thunder on the sideline. Faith Beyond taking the right clicks from Amar, but they're actually kind of baiting this, it feels like. The buyback onto the Tiny. Faith Beyond pops his refresher. That's 2 Eye of the Storms, and this Morphling is completely isolated. He's just going to get right click down. 80 seconds of no Uragi. He buys back, TPing onto the outpost. And it looks like LGD still want to fight. They are not scared of this buyback whatsoever, although Faith Beyond's ult now running out. Dash comes out on the BZM.
The Arcane Rune's going to come into play here. He's going to have roll again. I don't know if OG can deal with that.
Yeah, so 7k lead for LGD as they know that this is now a 5v4. Seb without a buyback as Roche is now up. LGD in the area. Not the Avalanche with the swashbuckle, but the Roche is going out relatively fast, and Ame's just waddling his way over there. Can they contest? Faith Beyond with the Plasma Field, forcing some of OG out. And this Roche is getting extremely low. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Double stun from Nothing to Say. Trying to focus on Seb, but he gets a nice force staff to safety. And Amar pops the BKB, just focusing on Faith Beyond, but that is a refresher orb with the BKB. Roche getting extremely low. Who is going to get it? It looks like it's going LGD's way as the rest of OG have to hightail out because of the death on Uragi. But they're going to try to get some kills in the meantime as BZM getting chased. But the Orchid going to prevent the stun from coming out. And that is a refresher shard. Aegis still pulsating on the ground, as Ame will take it for himself.
I like the read, honestly. Like, this Morphling keeps running into you, and you just need to...
Oh, Jin Q. He might be food for OG, left all alone. And Mega dead. And he's going to get Orchided here. Ame does. And Sheeped, just to delay. Has the Boots of Travel 2 now. Actually stuck inside the base. A nice fissure coming out, but the toss back out. No, Seb actually stays on the same side. Pops that BKB, and OG's going to reset. But their buildings are going down pretty damn fast. Nothing to Say. Trying to create some space. Seb. BKB does dissipate. Another nice fissure. Nothing to Say. Forced to use his swashbuckle. But the real story is that Uragi might get caught out here. Now the fissure turning against OG to some degree. Faith Beyond getting a static link and the refresher. He is just decimating this Morphling. That is a dead Uragi, but he buys back instantly. Seb, Echo Seb comes up, but he dies shortly after. Now the focus looks to be on Faith Beyond, but he's the one doing so much damage. The Basher connects onto Uragi, gets off the BKB. Amar need to focus on Faith Beyond in the meantime. It's a double kill for Ame as he continuing his rampage here. There's a nice double avalanche coming out as well. The cheese activated from Faith Beyond. This man is unkillable. Double buyback for OG. Blink from Nothing to Say sets up all of these additional kills from LGD. Dieback on Uragi. Ultra kill for Ame. And LGD looking very nice to take this potentially in the game number 3. That's the buyback from Ame, though. Jin Q gets the toss out. Amar stuck in a very awful spot. He gets sheeped. Concoction's coming for him as well, and that is a dieback for him.
No buys.
2 sets of racks, and they can go for this actual win here as the GGs come out early here. 24k net worth lead for LGD in the end, and a terrific comeback. The discipline from LGD, it rivals nobody, I feel like. Just absurd play.
I don't know if there's another team in the world that would have won that game from LGD's position. The gold lead was never that much, but the position they were in was so paper thin, and they just never made a mistake that was too much. It was always in reach, and it's just like the insane discipline and skill, and just like they are just a team. All those jumps they had, they were ready. They were right there together. There was never like any discombobulation. It was just like really, really pristine.
Even in the last fight, we could see it. Like Uragi died to a triple hex.